Good evening, everybody. My name's Michelle, and I'm going to be doing my weekly planner setup in my A5. This is Tumbitri Meri, and it is a beautiful bullet journal with 160 GSM plain white paper. And I do a bullet journal per quarter, so I go through an entire one because it has everything in it for an entire quarter. So we're currently in the last month of quarter 3 of 2021, and I tried a Dutch store for the last 3 weeks of September to give it a go and like it, and I'm going to perfect it. So reflecting on what happened. And I got the idea for the Dutch store, not quite as fancy as hers, but that was Jashi Corin did one, and it had all the weeklies together and little parts that were cut out. You can see them. I've changed mine around because I'm not as adventurous yet. So I thought I'd just give this a go first and see how I like it. So in my bullet journal, sorry, I'm just going to adjust the camera. In my bullet journal, I pick a theme and I have a whole set of coordinating washi so I don't have to think about decorations. So I just go through my washi collection, stick it on an elasticy ring, and it all stays together and I can go anywhere with this. And then I have a pencil case that has all the pens that are of coordinating colors to go with that washi. So they're all blues, teals, and purples, and some grays in there as well. This is my new pencil case. It's an Angu, if that's the correct name to use, but it stands up. So it lays down. It's got two sides. And it's got the zipper pouch there and then an elastic bandy long part there. So I've just got some scissors and my foldy over ruler. But in the front, it can do this. And it flips down. There's a magnet down here. Hear it? Bit of ASMR there. And it stands. So you can just pull out the pens that you require. And she's quite sturdy. I did find that was somewhere the other, and I was like, I just needed to zip up the size of smidgen just to hold them in because I had so many pens out. But it's delightful. I'm quite impressed with that, and I love that idea of the standing up. But also, it's long enough because sometimes you get the cool ones, a pop-up pencil case, and I haven't bought one because I was worried about the size because, like, this is my longest pen, and it's not. Do I have a Tombow? Tombos are really long pens. So this is a Tombow and it fits in quite nicely. So whereas those pop-up ones that stand up that do this kind of thing, the measurements were tight and people were saying that if you use too many Tombows in it, you won't be able to close it up. So I'm like, oh, don't want that. I want to be able to tuck it all away and then scoot out to a cafe and sit that sucker up and go for it. So I've put away my Erin Condren one that I had. And so in lieu of being able to keep all my pens together, so when I open it, it just stands. So the next job is to get some pretty coordinating colors. But anyway, so I've got those over to the side as well. Or just an assortment of pens. All right, so not much decorating to go. So this is the week. So I've broken it up into, okay. I'm going to have to go through my calendar and block some stuff out too. Hang on. Here we go. Okay, zoomed in a bit more. All right, so on the side here, I've got my main task. So I have my own business. I'm a coach. I work with teachers who would like career advancement. So I coach and mindset, leadership, all that kind of jazz. So that's my business, but I also still am in the classroom part-time. So this is where I'm at school. So I've got the days of the week across the top, just a room for some priorities, the time down the side, and then which is the same activities I have to do every week. Business, just stuff, follow-up, tasks that I need to do every week, courses that I'm part of and I do, and then a weekly. So I did not pull out, we go back to previously, last week when I first tried it, she gets used on the 2 days where I'm working, and then the rest of the week it didn't. But that's kind of, there's reasons. It wasn't that it doesn't work for me because I was still doing lots of stuff. It just was the stuff that I had to do, other things became more important. And so I was doing some other parts instead and a bunch of just looking after me time. So that's what prioritized, because that's just what happens. And it's an ideal. It's not always exactly how it's going to flow. So I'm cool with that. And there's no use beating myself about it. I just keep on moving on. Future Michelle needs to remember that if I color this in purple, it's purple always, which is not terrible because I do tend to stick to the same color scheme all the way through. So yeah, something different. Oh, no, totally. So I haven't even filled in my trackers because I haven't opened it. I have. That's a lie. I have opened this because I've been doing stacks of journaling. I've been doing a course, some tarot spreads. I've got some notes of another course I've started down the back here. And I do it all together because then I remember what was happening at life at that time and when did I do that course. And so it's all together. And I like writing out notes multiple times. It helps me process. Okay. That's the lowdown. Oh, and then my Pomodoro timers. So I did several weeks ago a idea that this was how many estimated 25-minute Pomodoros it would take to do a task. This is the actual length of time, and then was there any difference? And this is the third week I've tried that. If I flip back, this one, I just got busy, so I was doing lots of things though, and I was able to cross off parts, which was good. And then I did it at the end of August, this one. And I penciled lots of stuff in, and I had a webinar that week. So it was like boom, 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 needed to get stuff done. In my bullet journal, I am also mindful of following and tracking my energy through the cycle of both my cycle as a woman, but also my cycle in terms of where the moon is and what it's doing, because I just like to keep track of where that is. And I know right now I'm not in a highly productive time of both the month and in my cycle. So pushing and trying to hustle and grind and all that kind of stuff is not going to serve me best. What's going to serve me best is just waking up and doing things that really excite me and that I'm inspired to do. And I'd say by next week, that I'll start moving into the next phase of my cycle, and the hormones will change and I'll be more hustly. So this week I am mindful that I'm coming off my period, and then next week I'm thinking that it'll start to boost. And so I just know that that's happening as long as I can get some minimum tasks done. All right, so going through on the side here, we've got writing a blog should take 3 Pomodoros because I've already got stuff already written, ready to go. Social media posts for the week. I think I'm done. Hang on. What week is it? We're heading into the 12th. I am. I just need to prep my Facebook Live. So I'll give that 2 Pomodoros, which means I don't. That. Right. So I'm going to give that, once over, it's only going to need one 25-minute slot. One 25-minute slot because I know it's going in my newsletter. Okay, Instagram Reel. These are, there are things that have to get done and there are things that are optional. So I kind of want to like a way of designating. That's purple and this is really teal. It's a blue. Can I blue it? Or should I grey it? I'm just going to highlight it with a different color. Like these are the things, but I've written them down, but I'm okay if not all of it gets done, especially next week. So this week, doing prep for the webinar is essential. YouTube video, not. Sharing stuff, not. LinkedIn, not. See, I faulted. Instagram Reel is not essential. My newsletter is essential. My Facebook Live is. Checking my posts are good. They are important things that I have to do. So I'm going to highlight those because that keeps a lot of other stuff ticking along. For me, an Instagram Reel is 2 Pomodoros, and it's just bloody fun. Love it. Popping things on LinkedIn and Google My Business, that is 1 Pomodoro. Sharing the blog is also just 1 Pomodoro because I just jump onto a few Facebook groups and share whatever my latest blog is. Sharing the Facebook, this will take 1 as well. And if there's a YouTube video, look, I keep writing it. I don't really need to do it. So I'm not even going to bother putting time beside it. I am going to do 4 Pomodoros on getting that webinar up and going because it's next week. So I just need to put some time into it. I need to do some follow-up. Yep. I need to testimonial. Actually, yes, I do. I've got one that's finished up. Do I want to do any speaker setup? I'll do one. So that is a part of my business that I'm growing, but it's not my big focus. It's kind of there if it's there. So writing an offer, that's going to be actually I'm going to put in put that in, and I'm going to schedule that up and then share that. That'll be quick. And I don't need to do that because I did all of them last week. Actually, I don't want to put a dash there. I kind of want to, maybe I should just go 0, 0, 0 because I don't want to do that this week. This is so fun trying a new spread and seeing how it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to do a lesson in that. I'm actually going to put that down here as a job I've got to do. I've got to go through one of my avatar interviews and grab some stuff. So I'm going to count that as 2 Pomodoros. I'm not going to get to this week. This is fun. So what I'm thinking is that like this section down here is my learning. I fit that in wherever I feel called to, and the amount of time that goes into it is really just what's left over, like what I enjoy doing. So putting in time, honestly, is not worth it because I feel like I'm going to do more. I want to spend so much more time doing that thing. All right, meet for your meals, go for a walk, journal, meditate, and read a book. So they are all like little things that I'm doing. And as long as I do them 20 minutes at a minimum for the walk, and to meditate can be however long, journal however long, read forever long. I'm not real bothered. It's just more about building up that habit of keeping on going. Okay, so we've got some stuff happening this week. Actually, I might keep with the grey then. Okay, so if I go in, go up a little bit for you. Okay, getting ready for school. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock is when all of that happens. That's going to go all the way across there. Okay, next we are going take mum. My mum lives with me. She's got a procedure in day surgery. So if I do that's that. Between 3 and 4 every day is kids stuff. So picking up from school, picking up from bus, whatever's happening. That goes there. Let's do dinner. So start cooking at 5. Thursday is going to be different. And up to 7. So that's me cooking dinner. And clean up and showers and all that fun stuff as being a mum. Okay, I will have at 8 o'clock, I'll have a pod call with my besties. I'm just going to open up my Google Calendar and take a look in there. Come on. Okay, this is netball. It's not a final. It's the presentation. Netball presentation. Open. Okay. Right, I take mum to work. Okay, so then okay, great. At 11:30 to 12. That's a client call. At 10 to 11 is a training I'm going to. And then 1 to 3 is my co-working. So I will get, I'll get that blog written in there most likely. But I know in here, I'm actually going to stay down near the hospital and just be able to be there, pick up mum, because it's a 45-minute drive from home to the hospital. So I could come home and then go down, or I could just stay down there and do some working. So I think I'm just going to stay and have some lunch and take the laptop charged and go do some work in that spot. All right, first up in the morning. So I start at 5 because I want to do walking. I'm just going to check my phone and make sure that my alarm for 5 o'clock is on, because I have a feeling I turned it off. Alarm. Alarms. I totally did. Okay. So let's turn you on. We're going to go 5, 5, 0, 5. Oh, no. I won't do Saturday and Sunday. Save. Okay, so up early, back into, we're going to go walk. That's walk and podcast and meditate. Like all of that stuff tends to happen in that morning time slot. I've got no morning clients this week. That one's there. Okay, just checking back with the Googles. There's not a takeoff call this week. Okay, and then there's another challenge that I'm not doing. All right, lovely. So we're done. Now we get to do the fun stuff of looking at my time and where everything's going to go. So I'm going to pencil this because I'm still not like 100% confident I'm happy where everything is. Okay, I'm going to be driving here, so there's zero work. I'm driving, and I'm not going to take all that time, but driving, getting mum to the hospital, getting her there early, all that kind of stuff. That'll be fine. All right. I'm not even going to plan anything there because I'm going to have heaps of working time in here. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 hours mum's in hospital plus that bit there. So if I do 8 Pomodoros, I'm actually going to move that. I don't want to write that there. Put it in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to do 8 Pomodoros there. That's 4 hours of work. That will be doable. Pod call in the evening won't be any work. Okay, so then here, drop off. So that'll be, that's 2. That'll only be 3 Pomodoros after I actually get home and do some stuff. Webinar client. Then this will probably, even though it's 2 hours, it's probably only going to be 3 Pomodoros. So on this day, I've got 8. On this day, that pick up kids. I've probably got another 2 in there, and I got nothing in that evening. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 2 in the evening afterwards. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 on that day. Okay, school day is school, and then in the afternoon I can do a 2. And then in the evening, I can do 2. So that's going to be 4. Netball presentation is just going to wipe out the evening. School pickup 3:45. It's at 5. I can probably get an hour done before we go. And so that's going to give me 2 hours. And then here is Friday afternoon. I tend to do 2 there. And then that is a Friday. See, these times that I'm putting at the night won't necessarily be work tasks, but they will most likely be these learning tasks, because that's where I just dig in and love doing some learning. It's so good. Okay, this is the start of the school holidays, so there's at least 2 hours sometime in here that I get stuff done. So that's going to be a 4, and that's going to be a 4. All right, which will be 4 and 4. So then I kind of do some number crunching now, looking at it across. So we've got 10, 18, 20, 4, 28, 28, 32, and then 36. So we've got 36 Pomodoros that I spend specifically doing marketing for the business client stuff plus follow up. And I always include this around client time because that's extra. That gets tracked somewhere different for me, which will be 13 hours in my business. All right. And then I do 25-minute on, 5 minutes off. That's how I do with all those little bits of timers. So if I check this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Okay, so all the business stuff should get done in 21 Pomodoros. So if I focus those 21, it could all get done by Wednesday, which is what typically happens. Like usually I just pump it through at the beginning of the week, and then it leaves creativity and fun and playfulness and other things that make me really happy in the second half. So it's kind of like knuckle down, get stuff done, then freedom. And that feels really luxurious and lovely. So that gets me to there. And then this will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which gives me a total of 333, which is right. So I've got some extra time up my sleeve, just potentially. And obviously I have all day Saturdays and Sundays as well. So that's always a likelihood to go in there. Okay, across the top priorities, there was no big, huge, important events that I really needed to remember. Obviously, we're going to hospital here. I'm doing netball presentation here. Okay. And as the priority, okay, this is going to possibly be blog writing. For this one is going to be webinar. Newsletter. And I'll just figure those out. As long as if I can get those 2 done, and then blog there, I might do some follow up here as well. Learning at night, I need to do that transcribing sometime too. Okay, that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is just do a bit of a flick through. Okay, I've got 2 things that I need to get done book-wise. I need to finish reading Chillpreneur and Leadership Challenge. So with 2 weeks left, I need to pump out one of those this week. Chillpreneur Leadership Challenge. Chillpreneur Leadership Challenge. I feel like I'm going to go Leadership Challenge. Because I read and listen to that one simultaneously, because I've just happened to have both sets of it, so that's not too bad. Yep, that's all been transferred over. Okay. Didn't end up using my school spread at all those spreads. Okay, what I might do now is okay. To empty page. Woo, don't do that. Pick some washi. That's going to go well. That probably this one. Whoa, pulling too hard. Stick down, buddy. Sorry, Mr. L, you're going to have to come up. There we go. All right, so we're just going to do a bit of some reading. Just going to come up a smidge. Okay, this is week 37. Okay. In week 37, what's my big goal this week? If I was to choose something that was really pertinent, this is just about, here we go. I'm not even going to choose. I'm going to pull a card. I'm just going to pull and then I'm going to do some journaling, and I might just stop us and I can journal solo. Okay, so if I was to think about, let's do a classic. What do I need to give myself some space? What do I need to start? Stop. Continue. And develop. There we go. So I can journal on others. All right. Theme for the week. What am I going to start? Ooh. We are starting. What a gorgeous card. 9 of Pentacles. You know what? I don't think I've ever pulled that card. What are we going to stop? What do I need to stop this week? This week ahead. What do I need to stop? What do I need to stop? There we go. Oh, do I have to? Do I have to? Oh, what do I need to continue? What do I need to continue? Week ahead. What do I need to continue? Week ahead. I need to continue. What do I need to continue? Ooh. I need to continue. 7 of Swords. This is fun. What do I need to develop? What do I need? Whoa, we had all sorts of cards go crazy then. Too many things. All right. What do I need to develop? What do I need to develop? Oh, there she blows. Oh, my hermit. It's my card of the year this year. So that's a 9, a 7, and a 5, and another 9. Okay, I'm going to spend some time with these cards and sort of have a look at and a think about. I've got an overall theme and I've got some journaling prompts about start, stop, continue, and what that might mean is adding something to my to-do list or taking something off, but I will sink into those and write some more about it. And that's been my week. All right, thanks, beautiful people, for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.